screen and get started. Awesome. We're going to get started this evening with some really great information all about Tranont. It is just really fantastic stuff, company-wise and product-wise. So man, I'm not really rocking present. Is this the button you push? I'm not really rocking the technology tonight, guys. Okay. Present. Okay. Yay. Oh, look at this. Look how smart I am, you guys. Okay, so thank you for being here. As I said, Tranont it's a 10 years old. This is our 10th anniversary of Tranont this year. It's been in Canada for 1 year and 1.5, almost 2 years now. Really exciting. That's for me. That part is definitely one of the things that caught my eye because I really like the product. I really like the compensation plan. And long term, I have the vision of knowing it's really smart to get on with something when it's at a ground floor new opportunity. But this is the transparency promise. And this is one of the first things that actually did catch my eye. I like that these are products I can I can give and share to my youngest child, straight through to my oldest, elderly family member, and anyone and everyone in between. So the transparency promise is basically a code of what you won't find in our products, everything from parabens, BHA, gluten, artificial flavors, colors. I like knowing that it's not full of fillers when I'm taking a vitamin. And that's where the term impact products is going to come from. When you hear us talking about Tranont, you're often going to hear the term impact products, right? I have kids coming and going and a whole house full of stuff going on.
I can jump in at any time, Char. Just let me know.
I think it's all good. You can't talk right now, but you can have a snack and you can have screen time. Benny, can you talk about the scientific advisory board? I'm just going to mute myself for 1 second while you do this slide.
You bet. So we have a bunch of doctors and scientists who come up and research with the best of the best in each category. One of the other things with our supplements is that they're based on raw whole foods, which is one of the things that I really learned about when I was starting to look into the supplements I was using. So about 97% are actually synthetic. So that's what I love is we have doctors and scientists who, come up with these products. We have our own proprietary formulas, independent lab testing, as well as patents on our products. And a lot of them are blends. So they work synergistically together. And what we all love the most is the testimonies. So I have quite a few testimonies of the products for myself, family members, friends of mine. And that's what I love is that the products are really working for the people that we know and ourselves included. You're muted, just so you know, Char.
Thank you. Amazing. I love that. I love how much validity that brings to our company. So this is what we're talking about when we talk about impact products. And there's 4 lines within our product line. So we have CBD. This isn't available if you're here in Canada, but CBD, I have heard so many wonderful things, and it will eventually make its way here. And personal care, amazing oral care. The beauty line, this one always makes me giggle because the collagen is like such a foundational piece of joint pain management and like the core of, what we need in our body. So I always giggle like, and also it'll make you beautiful. But the beauty line and then also the core line, which is a lot of great products just for anything from a multivitamin to gut health to inflammation and beyond. Vitamin C, especially this time of year in our family, is one that we go through a lot. Absolutely. But we're going to talk first about the Glow Collagen. And the Glow Collagen is, I thought I had my bottle right here. It is like, oh my gracious, it is fantastic. So I'd like to take it in the morning, or you can take it in the night. At night, they do say it's a really great time of night to take it and get the maximum, benefits, and help you have really great sleep. I love taking it in the morning because it has 10 grams of protein, and I'm not great with breakfast. So that's better than having an egg for me in the morning. It has 11 grams of collagen peptides. So our collagen is hydrolyzed down to the smallest molecule, which makes it have that high absorbency. So our absorbency is 90% with our collagen. And the glow is just, it's not like anything you're going to find, at the grocery store, at the drugstore. It's really superior, an impact product. It comes from grass-fed bovine. Ours actually has hyaluronic acid, which I've been learning about more and more because it's catching on. Like everyone's talking about hyaluronic acid these days. And so that is really great for like moisture and lubrication in your body, in your tissues. And that's where you're going to get that added joint support, soft skin. Someone was touching my hands the other day, going, "Oh my gosh, your hands are so soft." I'm like, I know they are. It's the glow. Biotin. So biotin is another one you'll see. I was walking through Winners the other day and I was seeing all these shampoos and face creams, biotin. And now knowing what I know about biotin, how much you need to ingest in order for it to make its way in through your body and not just be digested in, with your stomach acid. We have 4,500 mcgs of biotin, which is, we learned from our holistic nutrition friend, that's how much you need for like a medical amount for it to actually get out into your body. So biotin is a vitamin, and that's used to do a lot of things: improve metabolism, tissue maintenance, skin, all kinds of wonderful, wonderful things. And I think that's like the hair, nails, skin, all of that. But we have a proprietary blend. It has 7 patents on it. It's not like any collagen you're going to find from someone else. And I think that is really, really important information, because so many people say, well, why is it so good? There's not just one reason. There's so many reasons. I write down to having vitamin C right in it. Like there's no sugar, there's no added flavors that are not natural. There's just so many wonderful things. But I am not here for science. Like I don't have that science background. I've learned so much. There's so many resources here. So if you are thinking from a business perspective, yes, the resources are there for us to learn. But I love the testimonials. Okay. So this is a really lovely, just like showing how much brighter the skin, like literally, I love that it's called glow, because sometimes when I'm trying to describe a 3-month, look at these 3-month, I'm like, they're glowing. Oh yeah, that's what it's called. But that's literally, their skin looks so much vibrant, and that actually like looks, I think they look like they're aging backwards. So I, personally posted a picture from last year to now and noticed that I had the same, you don't notice how rough or how tired or how faded your skin is until you look back at how far you've come. So this is Kim, and she is an associate that we met. I've met her here in Nova Scotia at an event, and Benny met her in Vegas at an event. And I love these before and after pictures for her. This is how far I could bend my knee before glow, taking collagen supplements since 2021. And she was getting ready to look at a knee replacement. These were taken on the same day because she didn't know at the time. Like, that's the thing. Like, we don't know what to take a before picture of, because we don't know what journey our bodies are going to go on for healing. So after about 2 months of glow, look how well she can bend her knee. And I just think that this is a really good visual. Anyone who's ever had mobility issues or joint pain of any drastic degree, it's really, really amazing to see. What does this mean? The quality of life behind this picture is more important than anything. So, okay. Enrich is our digestive enzyme. And this is one that I personally, I didn't think I needed. Like, I thought it was more about people who had bathroom issues or people who had food sensitivities. I really didn't understand a year ago today how important gut health is to the foundation of our whole body. So immediate benefits is you can literally take one when you're having post-meal discomfort or indigestion, upset stomach, heartburn, hiccups, anything like that. Is really, really awesome to see it working in the immediate. But over time, the long-term benefits are just really awesome to see your body getting to a happy, healthy, stable microbiome, and like being really the core foundation of so much. You know, our gut health, our gut is like our second brain. You've heard of like the gut brain axis. Like our gut is this epicenter of like our immune system, our hormones, our neurotransmitters, all kinds of stuff that they're learning more and more every day actually start in our gut. So that's really cool. But yeah, we have people with digestive issues, whether bathroom too much, not enough. It's just a really great product to take to regulate yourself. But as I was saying before, I actually came to find out I feel better and not tired and not sluggish after I eat when my body is able to properly digest its food. So it's taking the food that we eat, breaking it down to the smallest molecule, and giving you that ability to absorb what you need to take out of it and help you eliminate, you know, the toxins or any other things that are in there you don't need. Okay. I think this is a little video. I'm not sure how many minutes. I think it's just like a little 30-second video. Let's check it out.
In this demonstration, I am going to show you how our digestive enzyme Enrich helps break down this pudding. If you eat cooked or processed foods, you're just going to take 1 or 2 of these capsules 5 to 10 minutes before you eat. This is a veggie capsule and it's 100% natural. And this product is going to help you break down and help your body digest the fats, carbs, sugars, and proteins, all while helping your gut absorb the healthy vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that it needs. Now, imagine detoxing your gut every time you eat to help you ease and regulate your digestive tract. This product does contain probiotics and prebiotics to help you support healthy bowel and regularity. This is also going to help your body if you suffer from inflammation, indigestion, bloating, or sluggishness. It's important to let you know that this is an adaptogen. You will not be spending your days running to the bathroom. It will help regulate you and you will feel great.
Amazing. Okay. So that's our Enrich. Before we go on, we're going to show a couple little examples here. And if anybody on the call has, actually, I don't know if Susan's in a position to share. I'd love her to share about Enrich. She took it to Cuba and she was passing it out apparently all over the resort to everyone. So I don't know, Susan, if you have a chance to come off mute, but here are some before and afters. A lot of people will notice a huge boost in the beginning of getting that inflammation and that bloating. I didn't mean to say inflammation. I meant to say bloating, like out of your system. So these are really, really great. It kind of helps with your, like with weight loss or just with like maintaining a healthy gut in order to not have that bloating. But also in your face and skin, it can really help. And I really have a few friends that have had really incredible results with their skin with regarding to being able to digest what we're taking in our bodies with this assistive digestive enzyme with pre and probiotics. I don't think Susan heard, or I don't think she maybe can share. Is there anyone else who wants to share for a quick second about
I'm here.
oh yeah, do you want to talk about Enrich and your experience using that so far?
I can, yes, absolutely. That is one of my favorite products for sure. I was amazed by how much better I felt when I started taking it. I actually took a whole canister, a brand new canister, when I went to Cuba because I am celiac and I had never been down south before, and I was nervous about the food and the eating, and it was quite humorous that we met a guy who had IBS and couldn't do dairy. So he would be coming in the lounge and be like, "Oh, my stomach hurts. I got dairy." I'm like, "Here, take it Enrich. Here, take it." Like I have people breaking them open and cracking them on their tongues and drinking them with water, and it was like I was like going around like, "Here, take it Enrich. Here, take it Enrich." I found especially like before that time of the month would start, I would blow up, and I didn't know if it was due to my gut. I didn't know if it was due to my hormones or whatever, but I started taking Enrich and I couldn't believe that leading up to that week that I wasn't swollen and bloated. I could wear jeans because usually I would live in leggings a week before I would be on that time of the month. So that also was life-changing for me. Probably the biggest impact for me with Enrich was my daughter, who's 12, and she's been experienced chest pains at a very young age, and I've had her everywhere to examine why she would have chest pains. And just one day I like looked at her and I'm like, I wonder if it's her stomach. And I'm like, you know what? It's all natural. It's whole food. If this is not what's going to work, it's not going to hurt her. And I tried it and she never had a chest pain. So now she doesn't forget to take it. So she knows the difference. So yeah, almost everybody in my family is on it.
I
think-
love that. I'm just going to chime in for those who may be moms. My son calls it his happy juice. I mix it with a little water and juice, and it has saved me so many times from him staying home. He had bowel surgery when he was a baby, and so sometimes he gets an upset tummy. And then if you have partners, mine's on here. And when I was listening to Enrich, I was like, oh my gosh, maybe this is going to help with Trent's heartburn. Trent, do you want to just share your experience?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize it was off mute. Sorry if I was making some background noise. Yeah, I had, like Benny said, I had heartburn for years and years, basically since I had kids. And it would come with pretty much anything I ate. I think she asked me, so what gives you heartburn? And I started naming every food. And in particular, spaghetti, red wine, ground beef, steak. And so I took it, and like a week later, my heartburn was starting to go away. And about a week and a half later, Benny actually said after dinner of a steak and wine dinner, it's like, you haven't been going and getting your Tums from the cupboard. And it was like, it was so true. And I hadn't. And that was a year ago, or a little over a year ago. I haven't bought Tums in over a year because I just don't need them anymore. And they were like my dessert. So yeah, it's an amazing project.
I see Jill nodding. She's also in the Heartburn Club. Yeah, so many things. And one of the cool things about, when you're doing the business, you start learning all these really interesting facts about your body. So Shar was talking about collagen earlier on. We actually start losing about 1% of our collagen after the age of 20. And guess what? Similar with digestive enzymes, we do not have as many digestive enzymes as we get older. And then there's some of us who were just born genetically with less. So these digestive enzymes have been helping kids, partners, men, women, lots of different people. So, and one of the things I think about is digestion is the cornerstone of your health. So that is one of the products we always tell people to start with.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Okay, we're going to keep going. I'm going to pop my screen back up and we're going to talk about Mojo. So if there's anyone who's dying to tell us all about their Mojo lovin', I will lovely have you on to talk.
I see that Jill is on, and I have to tell you, when Jill started on these products, I can remember the very first day you sent me the most hilarious message the first time you had Zest. So I'll maybe just tell you guys a little bit about it, and then I'm going to get Jill to chime in. So these are nootropics. We have it in a hot coffee or chocolate. You can make them, be your own barista and make them any way. And then we also have a Zest, which is a sister product, and it is in fruity flavors. I know Jill loves it as a pre-workout or a pre-cleaning the house, boost your mood. It's going to help with 3 things. It's going to help with your energy levels. So it's not going to give you the same crashes you would get with an energy drink or coffee. I have completely replaced my coffee. And if you told me a year ago I would not drink coffee from my roaster down the street, I would have thought you're crazy. But it doesn't do the same thing. You don't get the same crash that you would get with coffee. The second thing it's going to do is it's going to help your mood. So lots of people on here, I know we can struggle with lots of things, mental health, whether it be anxiety, depression, all of the above, especially this time of year. So it's going to help with your mood. A lot of us call it a hug in a mug. And then the third thing is it's going to help with your metabolism, to fire up your metabolism and keep you burning. So I like to call it a functional drink. Jill, do you want to come on and tell us your experience?
So, I have a mojo in the morning and a zest before I go to the gym. And I do remember the first time I had the zest, I made a zest and I went off to the gym and I stayed for like 2.5 hours. That is not like me. Like I'm normally pretty good once I get there to stay the hour, but 2.5 hours, I could have lifted up the gym that day. And then I came home and I decided to toss the entire house. And I did not even just clean up. I always need motivation to clean up. Jill rhymes with spill, and the last thing I ever want to do is clean up anything. But that day I came home and I decided I was going to move my office. My office was in the basement. So we had to move 3 rooms to get it done. And by the time I was done, it was about 8 hours later, I sent you a message and I'm like, what the fuck is in this stuff? Because I have not been that motivated in forever. So I find for myself that I have totally replaced coffee as well. I was a Starbucks junkie. I would have at least one a day. And I only have one a week now because it's my reward for sitting through an hour swimming lesson. But I have it every morning. That's how I start my day. And normally within about 30 minutes of me having my mojo, I find the motivation to go on with my day. And then I normally go to the gym around 2, and that's my reward. I get to have my sweet drink as I go out to the gym, and there is no sugar in it. I don't know, it's just fruity and delicious, and it keeps me happy. I have suffered with depression on and off for about 7 years, and I don't fall in the pit that like I used to. It can still creep in a little bit, but with the help of these nootropics, I'm able to get out of the pit. And when I was at the doctor on Monday and I got this amazing bill of health from my doctor, the last question she asked me, she's like, so how's your energy level? And I'm like, I have a nootropic every day. I'm totally great. And she just looked at me, she's like, oh, okay. And I left.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm gonna just talk a little bit about another product that goes really well with the nootropics, because one of the favorite things about being in this business is you're always finding solutions to what's happening in your life. So we have another product called Focus. It's a B complex and lion's mane mushroom. One of my team members and friends, Angela, who's not on here, she was actually getting B12 shots last year. Her whole family was, and they switched to the Focus and the Mojo, and they don't need their B12s anymore. For myself, I have an 8-year-old who struggles in school, and every year, like clockwork, 2 months in, I get the call from the teacher. And when you get the phone call from the school and your kid's either hurt or are in trouble, I'm always hoping that he scraped his knee, because I'd rather not have that call to come in and have the meetings again. Well, I got the call to have the meetings. But before that, I thought, you know what? I'm going to try the Focus with him. So I've been mixing it in a chocolate smoothie every morning before school. A week later, I had my meeting with the teacher, and she sat down and she said, I'm actually confused. I don't know what to tell you. He has completely shifted. He's doing all his work. Can we check in again in another couple of weeks? So lo and behold, we're still doing it. And we have this new system at the end of the day. She gives me a thumbs up if it was a good day. And we have not had a single thumbs down since he started that Focus in the morning. So once again, I love that these products are whole plant-based products. I know, Jill, you give some of our products to your dogs. I give them to my kid, all the different things. So that is kind of one of the ones that I wanted to talk about. Sometimes we have products that go well together, and I just had to mention the nootropics with the Focus. My ex-husband has ADHD, bipolar, PTSD, and depression. And the Zest and the Focus together have made a huge, incredible difference in his mood and overall just quality of life. So those are those ones. Are we going to go into Transform next?
We are. So Transform is a new product that we are all obsessed with, to be blunt. And it takes the screen share. Okay. Takes the sugar that we're consuming in our gut and Can you see that? Why is it all fuzzy? Okay. And converts 50 to 90% of it into fiber, which is absolutely fantastic. So I personally have seen such incredible results in myself and those friends I have who are using it. And some of I love this because, you know, you always see like pharmaceutical commercials, like, what's it called? Side effects may include, and it's like, like side effects here may include healthy weight loss, curbing cravings, reducing brain fog. Like, it's just a really incredible product. So it's made from plant-based enzymes and also has grains of paradise, and grains of paradise is a thermogenic, and that is added in there to be a metabolism booster. So here is an example of one participant who was willing to share their results. And I'm glad that this one's on the slide, because when I was thinking of this in the beginning, and lots of us were getting this question from folks, well, what if I'm hypoglycemic? What if my blood sugars are low? We were wondering, okay,
Don't
well,
see anything, Shar, just in case. Is there something on the screen?
yeah, you can't see me sharing the screen.
Anybody else see it? I just see a black screen. I just thought I'd mention that.
I'll just try it again.
There we go.
Oh, you can see it. And now I can't. How interesting is technology? Wow. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we have someone who was wearing a continuous glucose monitor. It says my screen sharing is paused. Can you guys see it? All right. I'm just going to continue, I guess. Let me know. Unmute yourself and tell me if you cannot see it.
We
I
can
can see it, but I can see the whole browser.
but that's okay.
This is so interesting, you guys. I don't know why this is happening. Okay.
All right. We can totally see it though.
Okay. I'll just leave it the way it is for you guys, this view. So that means I'll make this bigger. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, I was just saying, you know, many of us who were tracking our blood sugar levels were kind of curious to see if they were high, how this would bring our levels down low for blood sugar levels. But many people actually put on a monitor only to find out their blood sugar levels were quite low. And this is a great example of seeing somebody having their blood sugar be regulated back into a normal zone from low up to normal. And I think that is just mentionable because a lot of people had asked me about that. Now I'm really being careful of not marketing this as like a magical weight loss pill, but also what it is doing for people is absolutely getting our bodies moving in a direction of weight loss for those who are using it with that as the goal. I myself changed absolutely nothing for my first month of using it. And I am very open about this, but I have binge eating disorder and like a very, very bad sugar addiction. And so I specifically let myself live my month the way I normally would, and without adding any increased exercise, anything, just adding in Transform was down, I think almost 7 pounds. After the first week, I was like, oh, I should put these, you know, favorite jeans on as my like goal jeans to take a picture to say, you know, as a before and after. But as luck would have it, when I put them on to show how they didn't fit, much like this lady here, you know, they just kind of didn't quite fit. By the time I put them on for a before picture, they fit. So it's definitely, we're not advocating like, take this pill and you don't have to eat healthy, but also this in combination with a healthy lifestyle will absolutely, for many people, is seeing those results. Another set of Transform testimonials is completely away from bodies and on mental health. Having the sustained energy, having the lack of fluctuating mood ups and downs for me, brain fog, having a clarity of the mind. The sugar is one of the most powerful drugs in the world. And it's scary because it's just wildly accepted in our lives and in our foods and in the world. You know, try to say you don't want a piece of birthday cake and see how many people at the party say, come on, just have a piece, right? And that's just one example of, you know, anytime we're at the store, you know, we think we're having something healthy, and just a North American diet of, you know, food, it just naturally has a lot of sugar in it. And that's where we're at. So this is a really incredible product kind of for anyone to use. And this is one that I wanted to see if there's anyone on the call who's been using it so far that wants to chime in and discuss about how they're loving it so far. We didn't plan anyone ahead of time, but I sure love putting people on the spot. Jill's got her hand up.
I can talk about it.
I know
So-
Jill's in the talk, yeah.
So I am on my second bottle of Transform, and I have been on a self-care mission for about the last year and 3 months. And I, like I said in the last time, is I just went to the doctor on Monday. I had my 6-month checkup and I did blood work and all of those things. And when I got there in the last 6 months, I'm actually down 15 kilos, which is awesome. But within 2 bottles of Transform, I am down 15 pounds of that 15 kilos, which is unbelievable. And I have not changed anything as well. I am typically fairly active. I intermittent fast until normally the early afternoon. And I was doing that before and getting results, but a little bit slower. But what I found the most interesting thing about Transform is the reason I started this whole health mission is that lovely sweet blood disorder runs rampant through my family. Like everybody has to wear a glucose monitor. And ever since I had my son 15 years ago, I had I had gestational diabetes. I had to track my sugar. When I had my daughter, I had to take insulin through my pregnancy. So it has always been an issue. So within the last 15 years, I have never had normal blood sugar. I've always been in the at-risk category or the pre-diabetic category or the watch and wait category. But when I went on Monday and she looked at my blood sugar, I was normal. And I don't know why that makes me so fucking happy, but it's like after the year and 3 months, and now with the addition of this product, I have finally got to where I want. All I wanted was not to be in the warning zone, because the further I can push that back, the better. My dad at the age of 40 was full-blown diabetic, has been taking insulin for 30 years. And that was the last thing I wanted to do, unless, when my time comes, I know, but if I can push it back as long as I can, and like, I'm not going to go a day without this or this, like really, they ask you to pick your favorite product, and I love the Zest, but I think these two, like, they're always going to be on my desk beside me.
Oh my gosh, I can see it in your face, Jill. Like we jump on Zooms weekly and your face is just, you can see the inflammation going down.
And
I know it's like a show you've got going on. I love it.
Like my skin is clear. I have no makeup on. It's been a day. Like, I'm going to be honest, I didn't want to jump on tonight. It's been a day. And I'm looking in here and I'm like, damn, I still kind of look cute today.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Amazing. Always look cute, obviously. All right. So one of the things that is really important to talk about this Transform product is from a business perspective. So if anybody is here, actually feeling that ping of curiosity, watching the recording later, if someone sent this to you because they said, you know what, the business is kind of also awesome, I actually am going to use Transform as a transition into the business portion of, what we're all about here, because the best time to jump in with a company is when there's a new product ready to like shake up an industry, right? And so this is huge. This is huge. How many people are looking for something different? All of our products are already impact products. And now this Transform, I have people reaching out to me every day, asking, have to get their hands on it. So it's a very smart time to consider sharing. And I want to preface all of this by saying, have you ever seen a new season of something come out on Netflix and texted someone and said, oh my gosh, you got to see this, the new Matt Wright, what's his name? Rife, like the new comedy special came out today. I'm like, oh, like the guy I like watching on TikTok has a new comedy special out. I'm texting my sister that I'm network marketing. I am marketing for them, but I'm not getting compensated. So it's kind of that model to keep in the back of your mind, that you're just sharing something with those you love or those in your circles. is what we do, right? So let's just take a look. We're going to run through, although hopefully now this is going to actually share. I'll just leave it like this, actually. The compensation plan. And I'm going to get Benny to talk about the compensation plan because she's just got all the right wording.
Okay. So as Shar said, we are all natural social sellers. We do it anyway. Shar and I have been doing this a long time as well. We've met Jill before in business, and we love, first of all, a few things that I just have to shout from the rooftops is that you can work from home, create your own hours. You don't have to wait for a new position to open up in an office. You get to create your own schedule and be your own boss. There's no overhead. You don't have to, house a warehouse in your house to sell things. There's so many perks to this business. Everything is all set up for you and ready to go. It's kind of like a franchise, except you don't have to pay the franchise fees. So one of the things that is very cool, we've just recently gone through a compensation plan enhancement. So we actually have 2 ways you can earn, which is quite unique. We have a affiliate marketing stream, so earning off your customers. And we also have a team building side of the business. So traditionally in business, you build a team, and some people may never want to do that. So for example, if you're someone who has a hair salon, or, you have a storefront that you work in, you may want to focus on the customer sharing side of things. And then we also have the team building side of things. So on the customer sharing side of things, I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty details, but I love that we have 2 different sides. You can also choose to work both of those sides of business as well. I know Shar and I are all about team building. We love supporting teams. So that is kind of the area that we've focused on. I'm not even on TikTok. I don't have a hair salon, but I do love supporting people who want to build a business from home, because I have been blessed for 8 years to have not had to leave the house for a job. So I came over here because I love the products, but also this compensation plan I could not look away from. So Shar has pulled up sort of our base pay. Are you able to make it bigger in the share button or present? You press present. Will that work?
Yeah, when I was doing that earlier was when people couldn't see it. So just let me know if it's not working for some reason.
If it works. Huh. Now it's white. That's okay.
Yeah, it says it's saying screen sharing is paused. So
okay, that's fine. We'll go back to the smaller one. If you're somebody who wants to know more of the numbers and the nitty-gritty, just reach out to whoever invited you, or put comp plan in the comments. I like to keep it pretty basic. You earn off customers, you earn off team members. So when I came to look at this compensation plan, where I saw myself in a previous company, what I would be making here was quite a bit more. So I am holding a emerald position. Trent, who's on here, who works full-time as a drafter, he holds a ruby position. A few of the things that I also really love about this business model is that we have a subscription program. So for example, Jill mentioned she will not live without her Transform and her Glow. So those are on subscription for her. So in a business world, something that you get month to month is a really great business plan. Another thing that we love about this compensation plan is you can actually hold 2 titles. So, well, you can hold multiple titles and help other people. So Trent and I work the business together. I reached out to Shar, and Shar is working the business. So you can also be helping your friends or family members who want to grow a business. So those are sort of the basics of it. I'm actually just going to call upon a couple people to share, because I love that in this particular business, maybe we just take it off the slides there, that it can be anyone. It can be men, women, different ages, doesn't matter if you live in a city or the country. So maybe I'll get Trent to share. about what it's like from a never having experience in the business and your favorite things, maybe mention your Jeep. And then Jill, if I can get you to maybe just share your perspective, because one of the things that I love about Jill is she has done a few different businesses. So she's got a really good perspective on what's out there.
Yeah, well, I'll start with the Jeep because the Jeep is awesome. We both Ben and I earned it in our first month in the business. So right now I get paid. My whole Jeep payment is paid for. So that's pretty amazing. And then, like Benny said, I'm a full-time director. I've got a full-time job, so I'm able to do this part-time in my spare time and helping people win. So that's what I've been doing for the last probably 6 or 8 months, is just helping everybody on the team get all their information together and helping people win. And then I've sort of dove in the last couple months, and now I'm making some pretty good side income, which is helping me out in my life a ton. So like a year ago, we would be deciding who's paying for gas to go on a date. Now that's not even a question. It's just my gas tank's always full. So it's pretty awesome. I can help my kids out. I can like take my kids out for dinner. I got some pizza the other day, which I haven't done in a long time. As a single dad with 3 kids, money's tends to be tight. So yeah, it's just amazing. I love it.
That's awesome. And it's been pretty awesome to be building the business together. It was about a year ago, you guys. So I got my Jeep last December. So I've added it up and I've paid over $7,000 off my Jeep. And I was thinking about it today because Mav mentioned that I've been in 2 car accidents in the last 4 years, and I actually did not like driving anymore until I got my Jeep. It's safe, it's reliable, it's paid for, it's pretty awesome. Jill, do you want to share? Oh, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, and we get to just the Jeeps. We get to go on adventures out backlogging roads and stuff like that. That's what we love doing, and it's enhanced our life so much.
And it can go anywhere. It's like, like one of those toys that just like goes over rocks and mountains. So if you like the outdoors, Jeep is where you want to be. Jill, so one thing that you guys need to know about Jill, she has done some incredible things in a few different companies. One that we were at together, and she knows, business, what's there, and she came over to Tranont and has been doing some incredible things here. So Jill, do you want to just share why this model and this business has been really good for you?
Sure. So I started direct sales probably 8-9 years ago. I jumped in because I didn't want to work Sundays anymore because my baby, I had just gone back from mat leave, and she was a dream baby, and she slept from 7 to 7 and I worked from 9 to 6 and I never ever saw her. And working Sundays 6 days a week was killing me. So I'm like, okay, I need to be able to replace my Sunday pay without going in. And I had just joined Facebook, and I'm like, wait. People make money recommending mascara. And I'm like, I can do that. So what I did for a living was I was a professional wine taster. I know that sounds super fun. And I got to tell you, before kids, it was super fun. But working in the liquor store, the other 29 days of the month became not so fun. So I joined the mascara company 6 months after the mascara went viral. And I am going to tell you that I ended up retiring from that liquor store job in 2020. And if I had joined that mascara company 6 months before, when it went viral, like this beauty's going viral, I would have retired 3 years before than I did. So what I have learned is that timing is everything. And I have jumped around. I have tried on a few different hats. I'm one of those people, I don't put a lot of worry and thought. I'm like, if I like it, I'm in. And so I jumped around a few times. I tried on a few different things. And before I came here, I was with another supplement type of company that sold some makeup, because I do love that stuff. It just wasn't working out. So I was kind of like looking around, but I don't like to be sold to. And so I cyber stalked Shar and Benny, and they had no freaking idea until I just popped up one day and was like, hey, I'm your stalker, sign me up. And I chose this company because all the other companies that I've joined was really more focused on me and girl stuff and stuff that, you know, maybe other people consider extras. And because I had left my full-time career and my husband was working, he's like the sole provider except for what I make online. I was noticing that he was not doing well. He was walking through that door limping every night. He was working 12-hour shifts. His sciatica was acting up, which would lay him out on the couch for a week. And I could see it coming that he was going to have to go on like leave. And if he went on leave, I was going to have to go get a job, and that was not going to happen. So I said, let's try this together. And both me and my husband joined this company, and I can tell you that he is more religious about taking this glow every day, because within 5 days he stopped limping. Within 2 weeks he didn't have the corns on his feet. And I have been with him for nearly 20 years, and we've had every pet in the world, and he has never walked our dog. Never, ever. And in the last month, because his feet feel so good when he comes home from work, he takes our puppy out for an hour-long walk every day. Like, it's unbelievable. So I just keep sharing how, you know, this gets my husband to do all the things he was not doing before, but he feels good enough to do it. And with knowing, you know, what I know from being in the mascara business and knowing that I wish I would have joined 6 months earlier, if anybody's thinking about it, like, this is blowing up, but this is just the beginning, and timing is everything. And I am one of those people who's like, don't let fear get in your way. Jump in and we figure it out halfway through. I didn't know nothing about social media. I didn't know nothing about making a video. I still have no idea how to work Zoom, but I'm here and I make money from home, and it's way better than my job.
Amazing.
love that.
Oh my
I
God.
think we just jinxed it. We just jinxed each other. I'm going to pass it to Shar to close off, but I just really want to thank, you know, one of the things that is my absolute favorite thing about this business is waking up every day to hearing about people's lives being changed, whether it's your husband, whether it's your kids, the business side, or the product side. So thanks everybody who gave yourself generously tonight and to share with us.
Amazing. Yeah. No, I just want to say, reach out to the person who sent you this video, or where you are watching the recording from, someone who is talking to you about this business, like either loves you or sees something huge here that you could be a part of. And it's really, really, really exciting. And our team is so fun. Our products are so amazing. You can work from home even when there's distractions in the background. There's just an abundance, and it's kind of like a what's the worst that could happen situation, right? Where else can you start a business for whatever price point you choose? You know, we didn't even get into packages, but like, you know, you're going to use the products anyway. You might as well sign up to share them. That's my belief. You might as well sign up to share if you're at least curious, because it's similar to Jill, like just the structure we have here, it kind of like locks in your spot, and you don't have these monthly, you have to do this or you get kicked out of. No, there's none of that. So I really love that we can bring people on who might want to jump in and share right away, but we can also bring people on who want to start quieter, work getting used to the products, sharing with maybe their mom and their bestie. But a year from now, you'll be glad that you are where you are, because everything will be continuing to grow around you and with you. And it's just really cool. Anyways. Yeah, I'm normally really high energy, but I'm like just feeling really passionate today about this opportunity that we have. So that's it for tonight. Look at that. We are well under an hour, which normally when I'm chatty and involved is not always a quick call. So we're going to say goodnight. Reach out if you have any questions, want more details on anything business-wise we didn't get into, but we are just really happy and excited to be growing. So thank you all. Thank you. Bye.